Are you looking for the best portable monitors? In this video we will look at some of best portable monitors. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 5. Arzopa S1 Portable Monitor, budget-friendly and portable. The Arzopa S1 is a compact and budget-friendly portable monitor that's perfect for anyone who needs an extra screen without spending a lot. This 15.6-inch Full HD IPS display is lightweight, portable, and incredibly affordable, typically priced between $100 to $150 depending on where you shop. What surprised me most about the Arzopa S1 is how solid the build quality is for such an affordable price. The metal materials give it a nice premium feel, which is impressive considering its budget-friendly price. Setting it up is a breeze. Just plug it in using USB-C or mini HDMI, press Windows plus P, and boom, you have a second screen in seconds. The 1080p IPS panel offers crisp visuals with 178 degrees wide viewing angles, so you can see the screen clearly from almost any position. While the 60 Hz refresh rate isn't ideal for gaming, it's more than enough for productivity work, streaming, or just adding extra screen space for multitasking. However, there are a few trade-offs. The color accuracy isn't as high as more expensive monitors, and it maxes out at 300 nits of brightness, which could be a challenge in bright environments. But considering how light it is and how easily it fits into your backpack, it's hard to complain. If you're a student, remote worker, or anyone looking for a reliable second screen without spending much, the Arzopa S1 is a no-brainer. Number 4. We've got the LG 17MT70. And let me tell you, this is where things start getting really interesting for gamers. This isn't just any portable monitor, we're talking about a 17-inch beast with WQXGA resolution, which means you're getting 2560 by 1600 pixels packed into the gorgeous IPS display. The 16:10 aspect ratio gives you that extra vertical real estate that's perfect for gaming, especially if you're into strategy games or need to keep chat windows open while you're streaming. What makes this monitor absolutely perfect for gaming is the color reproduction. We're talking up to 99% DCI-P3 color gamut coverage, which means your games are going to look absolutely stunning. Those vibrant colors really pop, and the anti-glare coating means you can game pretty much anywhere without worrying about reflections ruining your experience. The brightness hits 350 nits, which is solid for indoor gaming. And the wide viewing angles mean your colors stay consistent even if you're not sitting perfectly centered. You're looking at around $400 to $500 for this bad boy, which is definitely an investment, but the quality is there. Now, here's where it gets really cool. The connectivity options are fantastic. You've got dual USB-C ports that can handle both power and data, plus a mini HDMI port for those older devices. The build quality is typical LG, solid, reliable, and surprisingly lightweight for a 17-inch display. The only real downside is that it's not specifically designed for high refresh rate gaming. So, if you're a competitive esports player looking for 144 Hz or higher, you might want to look elsewhere. But for casual gaming, content creation, or just having a massive portable screen that makes everything look incredible, the LG 17MT70 is pretty much perfect. Number 3. Talking about the Yoid 15.6-inch portable monitor, and this thing is basically the Swiss Army knife of travel displays. If you're someone who's constantly on the road, working from coffee shops, airports, or just needs something super reliable that won't let you down, this is your monitor. The 15.6-inch 1080p IPS display hits that sweet spot where it's big enough to actually be useful but small enough that it's not going to be a pain to carry around everywhere you go. What really sets the Yoid apart in the travel category is just how practical everything is. The bezels are super thin, so you're maximizing screen real estate without adding unnecessary bulk. The build quality is solid, not premium, but definitely reliable enough that you don't have to baby it every time you throw it in your bag. We're talking about a price point around $150 to $200, which puts it right in that sweet spot where it's affordable enough for most people but still gives you decent quality that you can actually rely on day after day. The connectivity is where this monitor really shines for travelers. You've got USB-C for modern laptops, mini HDMI for older devices, and it even supports power delivery through USB-C, which means one less cable to worry about. The color accuracy is decent, not professional grade, but more than good enough for productivity work, video calls, and casual media consumption. The anti-glare coating is a lifesaver when you're trying to work in bright environments like airport terminals or outdoor cafes. And here's the kicker, it's lightweight enough that you'll actually forget it's in your bag. But when you need that second screen, it's there and ready to go in seconds. For digital nomads or anyone who works remotely, this thing is basically essential. Number 2. Where we get into serious territory with the Asus ZenScreen MB229CF, and wow, this 22-inch display is absolutely massive for a portable monitor. When I say this thing commands attention, I mean it. You're getting desktop monitor real estate in a package that you can still technically call portable. The full HD resolution across 22 inches gives you tons of workspace, and that IPS panel technology means you're getting consistent colors and wide viewing angles that make this thing perfect for presentations, content creation, or just having a ton of screen space wherever you are. What really impressed me about the ZenScreen MB229CF is how Asus managed to make something this large still feel premium and well-built. The design is sleek, the bezels are minimal, and despite being 22 inches, it's surprisingly manageable in terms of weight and thickness. You're looking at around $300 to $400 for this monitor, which honestly feels pretty reasonable when you consider you're essentially getting a full-size desktop monitor that you can pack up and take with you. The color accuracy is solid, brightness levels are good for most environments, and the build quality is the typical Asus attention to detail that you expect. Here's the reality though, while this is technically portable, it's definitely pushing the boundaries of what most people would want to carry around regularly. This is more for people who set up temporary workstations, do presentations, or need a large secondary display for specific projects. The connectivity options are comprehensive: USB-C, HDMI, and all the ports you'd expect from a professional monitor. The stand system is actually pretty clever and stable, which is important when you're dealing with something this large. If you need maximum screen real estate and portability is secondary to having a massive display, the Asus ZenScreen MB229CF is pretty much the best option out there. And here we are. Number 1. The Dell P1424H. And honestly, this is the portable monitor that just gets everything right. At 14 inches, it hits that perfect balance where it's large enough to actually be productive but small enough that you can throw it in any bag without thinking twice. The full HD IPS display is crisp, colors are accurate, and the viewing angles are excellent. Dell has been in the monitor game forever, and it really shows in the build quality. This thing feels solid, professional, and like it's built to last years of daily use. What makes the P1424H the best overall choice is how Dell has thought through every aspect of the user experience. The dual USB-C connectivity means you can connect and power the monitor with a single cable, which is fantastic for keeping your setup clean and simple. The design is understated and professional. It's not trying to be flashy, it just works perfectly in any environment, from corporate offices to coffee shops. We're talking about a price point around $250 to $350, which positions it perfectly between budget options and premium displays. You get the Dell reliability and warranty support, which is huge when you're depending on this thing for work. But here's what really sets the Dell P1424H apart: it just works every single time with every device you throw at it. The color accuracy is spot on for productivity work. The brightness is perfect for most lighting conditions, and the anti-glare coating means you can actually use this thing by a window without squinting. The build quality is fantastic, the weight is manageable, and the footprint is small enough that it doesn't dominate your workspace. Whether you're a business traveler, remote worker, content creator, or just someone who wants the best possible portable monitor experience, the Dell P1424H delivers on every front. It's not the cheapest, it's not the largest, but it's the one that's going to make you happy day after day. And that's why it's our number 1.